Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, How To by Elan. If you don't know who I am, my name is Cassie Elan, and if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. And today I'm going to be teaching you basically on a little tutorial about eyebrows, okay? I have many requests, and this was one of them, to film a video on how to do your eyebrows. Okay, ladies, first of all, you gotta make sure that you have all of your tools in place. You're gonna need an eyebrow pencil. This one is by Anastasia, Beverly Hills, and this one is the Brow Wiz. This pencil was ranked #1, and I like pencils. If you don't like pencils, you don't have to use pencils. But this one I really like. It has a spoolie, which is a brush on one end. And then on this end, this is the pencil. And if I can get it to, there we go. So I don't know if you can see that. So one end is the spoolie, and then on this end is the pencil. And what I really like about this particular product is that it gives you a more natural brow look. Now with some of your pomades, I really like this particular pomade here, and this one is by Maybelline Tattoo Studio. I really like this one. I like the way that it really gives your brow more of a high def look. And if you're really into a high def brow, pomade like this is good, or the one by Anastasia. You're gonna be spending, for the Maybelline one, I think it was about $9. But if you want more of a high-end product like Anastasia, you're probably gonna be spending about $30 for that pomade for your brow. Secondly, you're gonna need a brow gel. This one is one that I like to use by e.l.f. This one is a pretty good one. I like the spoolie on it. It angles a little bit. It's very, very, very fine. So I'm gonna put it in front of my hand so you can kind of see. And this brush, you can bend it as well. I really like how this particular brow gel sets your brow in place, or the hairs in place. Also, you're going to need a fluffy brush, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. And you're going to need some setting powder, okay? Also, you're going to need some concealer. I'm using one by Juvias Palace, and I have two colors here. And I kind of mix those two together, and I'll show you in a minute how to do this. So let me see if I can come in a little closer. Sorry for all the noise. I do have on my lapel mic, so I don't know if you guys can hear me clearly. And I'm a little cold, y'all. Bear with me. All right, so this is a teaching video. This is a talk through, and let me give you a brief description on what this channel consists of. So my name is Elan, that's my middle name, and I came up with this idea on how-to videos. And basically, I want to be able to reach people out there, especially my women out there, that need some coaching and needing some guidance. I don't have a problem doing that for you. In this brief video, you're going to learn the basics on how to prep your brows and how to do them. But if you need one-on-one coaching, I offer that service as well. You can find me on Instagram at Elan_hair studio, if I can get that out. And then on Facebook, you can reach me at Elan's Hair Studio. Those two platforms, you can search me out there and message me there, and we can talk a little further. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this short video. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that you get notifications on when I upload new videos, okay? So let's get right into it. Now, before we get into the pencil, I am going to brush my brows up in place. Now, for a lot of women, and then too, ladies, you want to make sure your eyebrows are waxed, or however you like to razor them, or however you like to carve out your brows. Mine are doing okay today. It's time for a little touch up, but the beauty of contouring, or not contouring, but using concealer, is that you can kind of hide those hairs in the meantime. All right, so another complaint I used to hear, or I still hear from women, is how as the day goes on, your brows tend to get a little oily. Well, this is why you need a fluffy brush, and this is why you need your setting powder. Now, this setting powder is from the Crown Collection. That is a makeup line that you can Google, and they have affordable makeup on there, and this is one of their setting powders that I really like. It's a banana powder. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that, put that in my brush, tap it off, and we're just gonna pat that into the brow. Just like so. Okay. And then we're going to do the same for the next brow. And this is what we're going to use to, and see, that just brushes right off. So we're just going to put that in. We're going to set our brow because we want to build a foundation that's nice and matte for when we're going to carve out our brows, right? We're just going to brush all of that off. And then we're going to take our spoolie. Now, if you don't have a brush like this, if you've got like a mascara wand that's, you don't use anymore, you can use that as a spoolie, but you better clean it out because you don't want to brush all that excess mascara into your brow. So this is a spoolie that you can get in a basic makeup kit, and you just want to brush all of that product into the brow, okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and outline our brow here. Now, I've already brushed them up with the spoolie. Now we're going to outline our brow. And if you've got a pencil, great, because I'm not doing a pomade tutorial today. So if you got a pencil, wonderful. So when you're outlining your brow, you want to go with the shape of your brow, right? So starting from here all the way across the shape of your brow. So I don't know how other makeup artists are doing it, but this is how I do it. And if you like the way that my brows look in my pictures that you see on IG or Facebook, this is how I do my brows. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to lightly drag my pencil. You don't want to be too hard, okay? Because you don't want to break your eyebrow pencil. And I'm just setting a foundation here. Then you want to go in an upward motion, hair strokes, the way your brows grow. And you just want to do that. Just like that. And up. Hair strokes across the brow. Just like that, okay? Then you want to take your spoolie and you want to brush your hairs down. Just like that. And when you do that, you'll be able to see where the top of your brow starts and where it ends. You just want to kind of fill that in. Now this is not one. This tutorial is not for the brows that look more bold. This is more of a natural looking brow. Okay. Then you're gonna take your spoolie again, and you're gonna brush it back up, just like that. And as you can see, I have already filled in that brow. As I brushed my hairs back in place, everything looks very natural. So you can see the difference between this brow and that brow, how we kind of filled it in, and this one is not filled in yet. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to add some more hair-like strokes with my eyebrow pencil. You know, because sometimes as you get older, sometimes your brows start to thin out along with your hair. And then you can keep doing this if you want them to be darker. And I'm gonna do some more eyebrow strokes, and just take your time. There's no rush. And then you're gonna go back in. I know it's a process, but you're like, okay, Ilan, what about in the morning when we don't have time to do all that? Once you keep watching this video and you keep practicing, believe me, honey, you will get faster at it. And it will only take you 5 minutes. But at the meantime, this is where you study. This is where you learn, okay? Now we're gonna go in and blend all that in, right? Now, before we go into carving out our brows, because we want them to be like snatched, we're gonna go back in with our setting powder. And we're just gonna lightly set the brow again. And you're like, why you do that? Well, you want to set it. You want to set all that makeup that you just put into your brow. And just lightly, okay? Now, we are going to go in and we're going to carve out our brows. So, I like to use 2 different shades. Preferably, the darker shade will go above the brow, the lighter shade will go underneath. You don't want to walk around with a halo brow, right? So, depending on your skin tone, you want to use whatever concealer is going to be perfectly matched to what your complexion is, right? And so I just like to put a few dots on the back of my hand. Now this brush, y'all, is old. It's probably older than me, and I'm not telling you my age either. But this is my favorite angle brush. I don't know. I don't know how long I've been having this brush, but I can't even remember where I got it. But I know it was in the painting aisle for people that do watercolors and stuff. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my brush. It's always good to have a mirror. One that magnifies will help you as well. So in this part, you're just going to don't go too close to your brow, because then if you mess up and you don't draw it out correctly, then you're gonna have to go back in and fix it. So always leave a space below the brow, because I have off days too. Just like that. Then I'm gonna pull that product down away from the brow. I'm gonna pull it down. For the sake of this video, I am using a concealer, but when I'm doing a eye makeup look, I probably will go to my Lewis base because I can drag that down to my eyelid and I don't have to add my product. You know, I don't want to use concealer and then my Lewis base on my lid, and then you got two products you mix together, and sometimes oil and water don't mix. So, I forgot to show you guys something. So, you need a spoolie, okay? You need a spoolie that you can use. Not a spoolie. What is this thing called? A sponge. You need a sponge, okay? And you just take that product and you want to blend it into the skin, but you don't want to leave a harsh line. So if you need to take your time doing this, please do that, please, because I want y'all to graduate knowing how to do this right. Okay, so for the top of the brow, I'm gonna take my darker shade, and if you want to know what color that is, it's number 13 in Juvia's Place. And I'm going to go above the brow. Some people go this way, but I gotta do it like this. Same method. You don't want to be too close to your brow. It's almost like tracing when you were a little kid and they say don't color outside the lines. Well, in this instance, you don't want to color too far in the lines right away. Now you can add more product and go closer. That's why it's important to have a hand mirror that's right up close. Just like that. And I love this method because you can go in and you can carve out your brows the way that you want them to look, and even if you make a mistake, you won't be able to see it because your makeup is covering it up. And when you go to blend in the top part of your brow, you want to go up in an upward motion away from the brow. Just like that. Okay, we are almost done here. Now we have did all those steps, and even if you got to write it down, go ahead and do that. Now we're going to set our brow even more with our brow gel. This is going to add some more color and depth to your brow. And just lightly brush those hairs in place. just like that. And now it looks like your brow hairs are all pieced together and they just land beautifully, and your brows is on point. So once that dries, your brows are ready for the day. Now you can go in with your finger, kind of go forward with it just to blend in that makeup. And you know, I always tell women, hey, if you don't want to wear makeup and you want that natural look, especially in the summertime, because a lot of times people don't want to wear all that makeup because it, you know, it's hot. So I normally just take my finger and I just go in and blend all of that product into the skin, and this is the end result. And this is the end result. You see brow over here is not finished, and then you see this one. And this basically didn't take that long, you guys. I'm sorry. Only took me about 20 minutes to teach you this tutorial. So this is basically what it looks like. You have this side, and then you have this side. And that's a natural brow. And there you have it. So if you enjoyed what you saw, please like this video, subscribe to Elon's channel, and I look forward to seeing you back again, ladies. I am so glad, and I'm here for you. If you have questions, please leave comments below, and I'll try my best to answer them to the best of my ability. Once again, thank you for visiting How To by Elon, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share. Don't forget, ladies, enjoy a beautiful day.